Regis challenges students to be the best that they can be, intellectually proficient, open to others, open to doing justice.
They want to do good, want to affect change in a positive way.
I could kind of feel my life changing somehow, although I didn't really have a sense of quite how much.
The best deal in education in America is how I think they declared it to me.
When my son got in, we were so excited. We were so jubilant. It felt like getting a golden ticket, but it was real. It was more than that.
Regis High School believes in academic excellence. It believes in giving opportunity based on merit to Catholic boys, and it does that by providing a tuition-free experience.
Our goal is not to educate kids. Our mission is to transform their lives in every way, academically, socially, ethically.
I'm a first-generation American, first one of my family born in the United States. And this idea of here was a high school that was going to transport you towards the dreams that your parents had when they moved from the Philippines was not lost on me even then.
I've seen my kids become immensely empathetic human beings. Sometimes I wish I could be in the classroom to see how it happens.
I think it's the smartest group of people I've ever been around in my life. I think it's a great crucible of everyone coming into that and making each other better.
You know, in the classroom, you have to be ready to do your best work. It was demanding, it was rigorous.
They are curious, they want to know. Giving a student a formula and being like, use this because I said so, is like the worst thing you can do for a Regian, because they're like, but why does it work? How does it work?
This is a cooperative venture, and all of us are in this together to see what we can discover, what we can learn together.
Instead of avoiding them, with Regis, we kind of are trained to go to those hard questions, and the harder the problem, perhaps the more appealing it is for us.
The most valuable thing we have at Regis is our faculty, and they're the ones that are on their front line delivering the mission, implementing the mission every day, caring for students, challenging students.
Giving money or giving time or being around for things is like the least I can do. And when you look at what people are doing for the students here all the time, the sacrifices they make in their lives, the time that they dedicate, it's really, it's very inspiring.
It's just a matter of getting a faculty together who care very deeply and are interested in, entertained by, and rooting for the students that they get to know.
I think the education you get within the walls is obviously huge, but there's a kind of education that happens through athletics, through being on a team. You're a personalis, right? Like care for the whole person.
Music, for me, not only is it part of me and an integral identity of mine, but it's also almost like a playground of my expressions, my ideas, my ideals.
The OWL office became like a home. The Hearn office became like a home.
Having the Hearn, having a speech and debate program very much aligns with the tradition of rhetoric in the Society of Jesus. We want our students to be religious, to understand that they're created by God, loved, and sent into the world to help the world be more just.
You can get academic excellence everywhere. What you can't get anywhere are the values and the principles that we all absorbed in this Jesuit institution.
Ignatian values, it's incorporated into everything that happens here. There's an expectation about the type of person that you will be and how you will conduct yourself.
You've got to do stuff for other people to be happy. I mean, you have one life, and you have to put it to use.
There's that continual emphasis on not just community, but service. There was a connection between the intellectual and artistic work that we were doing and our obligations to people out in the world.
If I told you that we were going to invest in a program that takes kids with promise but no opportunity and really raise the bar for them, coach them up on weekends and summers in 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, you'd say, wow, that would be terrific. But that doesn't seem possible. And yet, 20 years ago, we started that journey. And today, the REACH program I think is possibly what I'm most proud of about this school, because it speaks to our very mission of transforming lives.
We had an opportunity to change the trajectory of not just these young kids who come to us as fifth graders, but we could really change the trajectory of entire families.
We work with students from underserved communities, by which we mean students of color, students with financial need, or families with financial need. It's also about transforming them in accordance with our 5 principles, the same 5 pillars of a Regis education.
But Regis needs to exist because everyone deserves to have an education like the one that is possible here at Regis. And things like financial status, socioeconomic status, that should not preclude someone from getting such a wonderful education.
We have a team of people at this school right now who are poised to push us forward. This campaign and the future of this school is about excellence and moving forward.
This campaign is going to allow us to invest in our teachers and to ensure that we are a best-in-class faculty.
Contributing more to performing arts, faculty pay, and making sure you're up on things in science and technology. That all requires a lot of money.
The financial security of Regis is not a given. It's something that every generation of alumni needs to ensure is stable.
It's impossible to repay, but we should probably try.
We've got a pretty good thing here. We've also got a pretty unique thing. We need more of it. We need to preserve what this place is.
It's really clear that we need to be forward-looking, and that means evolving with the times. That means investing in projects like STEM.
As years go by and you get further away from it, you realize how much it changed your life, how you would not have any kind of life the way you do if you weren't at Regis in whatever field you're in. You want to give back because you want other kids to have that same experience.
I don't think I would be here today had it not been for Regis and their free education.
We're in a time when there's never been a more glaring need for leadership with principles.
So where do they want to take their gifts and impact the world? I got to take the gifts they have and use them to become men for others.
That question of what you do with your one precious life is filtered through a different sort of lens coming to Regis than it would have been had I not attended the school.
Our job is to create the opportunities for our current students to feel that same fire and that same passion, and to send them out into the world with the academic and ethical tools they need to make the world a better place. I think Regis is uniquely suited to create those types of leaders who can set the world on fire.
I don't know many institutions that place such a premium on the development of the whole person. Not just the academic side of the person, but the spiritual side as well. And that's unique in the world. And so when I think about where my investment can be most impactful and make the biggest difference in the world, it's clear that it's Regis High School.